Does not judgment or belief keep the illusionary world, as you refer to it as, intact?
Exactly, Joel. We watch the person kill the young lady going into the hotel. We've got that situation here in the United States. A fellow calls a Craigslist and orders a masseuse online, and she gets to the hotel, he rapes her, kills her, takes her money. We watch that happen, and we condemn the person who's doing it. We say that's a bad person. We say, look at that rapist, look at that murderer. That's the judgment and the belief that that other person is the person doing the raping and the robbing and the killing. And it's true. But we are the ones who allow it. So we are, right along with that person, we are the killer, we are the rapist, we are the thief. So the moment we judge them, then we put them down, which means that we will have many, many more of them. But the moment we are them, then we'll fix it. The moment we discover that we are the ones doing it, we will fix it. Joe.
So to judge them would mean it separates them from us when we are the problem. All of us. Is that correct?
Yes, we create the world around which all of this can happen. I'm only suggesting that we realize that we are the ones doing it, because then we are the ones who can end it. And then we are the ones who can create love on planet Earth, create peace on planet Earth. But not as long as we say they are bad and we are good. Not as long as we judge them and say, look at those terrible people. Wasn't Hitler terrible? Wasn't this guy who's killing these, wasn't he horrible? Wasn't the baby molester? We all molest our children. We force them to be polite. We force them to use language. All of us are responsible for the condition of this planet. All of us. Every part of it. It's not them and us. It's us. Go.
So then seeing this for yourself is perhaps the only answer to the illusionary world. Not trying to take this illusion and projecting it on everyone else and seeing everyone else as that. Is that close?
Seeing yourself as the robot is the answer to the problem. It is beginning to address the fact that thought is thinking us. Hello, Violet Pammy. We only have one problem on planet Earth to solve, and that's the problem of thought. If we can solve the problem of thought, discover the manner in which we fell into the trap of thought, discover what keeps us trapped in thought, discover why we are all killing and yet we blame the ones who are doing the physical killing, then we have a possibility. Until then, we'll just blame everybody else. And we'll say there's no us here doing anything, and responsibility rises, and we'll keep our beliefs and our insanity going. We'll give money to God so He can have enough money to turn the sun on in the morning and send us a little rain. You know, if He runs out of money, then He probably won't let it rain anymore, won't be able to get the sun up here anymore. We'd be in trouble, wouldn't we? So.
Well, what is speaking, and you've made reference to this for many years, that which is speaking from the place that you're speaking from is without time, without space, without all of this stuff. And it sounds totally absurd to people that are caught in the belief of it and do not share that space with you. So the question is there one observer in this space? Or are there many? Or is none of the above? Or all of the above?
That's a trick question. If the universal truth is seen by two, then there's one person observing it. If the universal truth, which is that we are robots stuck in thought, is seen by a million, then there's a million single entities. Then we are, because we are all one. And the truth is we are robots. The truth is we are stuck in language. We're stuck in thought. Thought is thinking us. So each person who discovers that on their own and by themselves, for themselves, then becomes that which is one. They won't just be using the word when one does this and one does that. You can tell when you hear people talking like when one does this and this does, there's nobody home. And there's no responsibility at all. They'll kill you in a minute.